Hello, everyone. Welcome into Disney for Adults 101, the Top Lounge Edition. How are you doing, Noelle?
Hey, Lynn. Good. How are you?
Welcome into every time, every single time. I thought I had it. I really did, but I didn't. Anyways, I'm good. You had a good week? 2
Yeah.
weeks?
Oh, yeah. I
Every
can't believe
single
it's
time.
2 weeks every time. It's so weird. I don't know. I feel like it was just yesterday we talked to each other. So,
Time warp. It just goes by so fast every single week.
okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited to talk about our favorite Disney lounges and ones that we've been to, ones that we have experience with, and ones that we maybe don't have so much experience with, but we're excited about going to. Let's say hi to our friends in chat, and then we will talk about some Disney news, and then we will get on to my favorite adult activity in
Me
Disney.
too.
Going to the lounges. Tim Pruitt wins the gold medal for first today.
Hey, Tim. I loved hearing
Hey.
you talk on Lynn's show, Tim. It was so much fun. So,
Oh, I had so
I'm
much fun
getting
with
to know
Tim.
you. I can put a face behind you. So it's exciting.
Yeah. And Tim's going to be coming back in the next month or two. We're going to have our court hearing for him to plead the case of
Oh,
spiders.
yeah.
And I will be the prosecuting attorney against spiders, just so everybody knows where I stand. And Tim defends them wholeheartedly. But I think we have a poll going, and right now, spiders are losing. We'll just say that. Um, let's see here. Welcome in, Piglet Roo Loves Disney. Ratchet McKay, welcome in. Yeah, look, taking on Disney lounges in the time of COVID. Yeah, sure. We can take it on no matter what time it is.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope everyone had a good week, a great weekend, and is ready to take on a new week after we get done talking about lounges here,
Yeah.
of course. Eric Newman, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So yeah, as far as Disney news, the most exciting thing that I am personally super pumped about that Disney released, it started the other day. They're allowing maskless pictures. So as long as you are standing stationary and distanced from other people, you can take your mask down for a picture and then put your mask back up, including for the PhotoPass photographers, and they will direct you and their verbiage that they use when it's time to take your mask off. And then as soon as you're done taking a picture, you put it back on. But I'm really excited about that. I think that brings a lot of the magic back to, getting those pictures. It's like half of the fun for me.
Yeah. I completely agree. I'm really excited. I was just looking for pictures the other day and for something we needed and for work. And I was like, you can't see our face in any of these because my last trip we all had our masks on, and the pictures are cute, but it's going to be
Right.
really great to finally
Right.
see pictures with our whole face. And
Yeah.
it's for stuff that we use to have pictures that you don't have your mask on.
Yeah. Well, you just
And
see the happiness and the joy and the expressions and just all of it. I think I don't know, just adds a lot more to the experience. But
yeah, especially the pose, the magic shots. It's going to be so cool. You're not just
right,
like
you
your
don't have to
body.
really work on the
Yeah.
eyebrow expression to show how surprised you are. You can,
Whatever you're looking at.
you're
That's
like,
funny.
I'm so excited. Anna Isabel, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so yeah, the spiders versus the public. We can do that. I can get. That's what we're gonna name it, Tim. All right. We still need to talk about this. The details are to come in the near future. Um, so we both agree on this one. And I think that many, many, many people agree. We're going to start out with our favorite lounges that we've visited and have been to and experienced, and talk about all the things that make them our favorites. And then we're going to kind of work down the list of places that maybe I have been, that Noelle hasn't, Noelle has been, that I haven't, and get to learn a little bit more about the lounges that we need to go to, and then talk about other ones that maybe neither one of us have visited yet, but we want to visit, and what draws they have to making us want to go there, but just haven't made it to the destination yet. But
Yeah.
starting with our favorite.
Yes,
Our
there's plenty, and I can't wait to hear what everyone else has to say too.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys, please drop in the comments and let us know what your favorite lounges are, or if we're talking about some, if it's your favorite lounge, or if you have suggestions or tips for going to those lounges. Just let us know. Dean, follow the happy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. So yeah,
Want to go first?
yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna start with both of our number. It's your number one
Yeah, my
lounge as
one.
well,
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Like in the top three.
in the top. Yes, I don't have a specific order, but definitely at the top. We agree.
Nomad Lounge.
Yes, Animal Kingdom connected to Tiffin's.
Exactly. So right after you walk in, you make a left at the Tree of Life, head straight towards Pandora, and just before you cross the bridge to Pandora is Tiffin's, and off to the left of Tiffin's is Nomad Lounge. Have you been there post COVID, like since everything has kind of changed?
I haven't been there since everything changed. No, have you?
Yes. So I went there in February, and you just went and put your name on the waiting list, and then they'll text you when your table's called. Um, but that list does close. So,
I
you
heard.
know, it's nothing's guaranteed, but hopefully it's something that you can make happen. And especially if you're not very particular about whether you sit inside or outside, then you're more likely to get in if you don't have a preference and you just want to be there, which we had a larger group. So we got sat inside, and it was my first time sitting inside. All right, there, Christian had to make his debut. The internet, Christian. um, but yeah, so what's some of your favorite things about this lounge?
Well,
Like, why is it?
if I can talk pre-COVID, I do love the porch outside.
Yes, me
Sitting,
too.
couches. It's so like I like going at the end of the night at Animal Kingdom, like when it's still like dusk and you can sit on the water and just relax. I feel like I'm not even in a theme park anymore. I'm just like on my friend's porch, hanging out,
Yes.
getting served drinks if we have a rich friend with a nice house, and
Yeah,
you
the
know
bungalow on the water.
wherever I am. But it's and you don't. I feel like you don't hear anything. That's, I mean, that could just be like me being transported somewhere else, but I just feel so secluded, not in the theme park,
Yeah,
away from like Everest and all the noises. You're just there, and
it's that
so
Disney magic. I agree.
yeah, and just I mean that whole it takes you away. The train, so that would be one. I like the atmosphere of of any place that you're in. So that's I think why it's the top of my list. What
Yeah,
about,
I go ahead.
no, I said what about you?
Oh, well, I think that definitely is one of the top things that I love the most about that lounge is we have always sat on the porch before, and it's just so relaxing. Like you get to really just sit back and relax. You can easily spend 2 hours sitting out there, and the time just kind of dissolves away, and you get to, sip on some drinks, have some snacks, and you can also order from the full Tiffin's menu, I believe. If not the full menu, they do have featured items. So when I was there last time, I got their uh, something galobi. It's their cauliflower that's like sweet and sour.
Nice.
And then they had the octopus on the menu. So there's some items for sure that you can get from the Tiffin's menu at the lounge. And then they have their own separate menu that's like light bites, and they have charcuteries and little impossible sliders and mini tacos that are all really good too. And the drinks. I think the drinks for me, I've tried about 4 different drinks there, and I liked all of them. There wasn't one that I didn't enjoy. I just wanted to try different ones because I had tried the other ones before, and there's so many choices.
There's two that I know I remember that stand out to me that is definitely my favorite. So I wrote them down on my little notes. Um, the one, and I think like this is adds to the whole thing. Like I'm not sure what they're doing now with COVID because I know there's the digital menu for everything. But I
Right.
remember when the first time we went, they gave you like this book, and I felt like
Yeah.
you were on like an exploration and you were searching
Yeah.
through. And I really liked that for every alcoholic drink, they had like a non-alcoholic drink that was like the same. I remember in the
Yeah.
menu, it was like that was really nicely done, especially being in
Hmm.
the park where you're gonna have more families and just people with different preferences. It was
Right.
that it was inclusive for everybody. But I
Yeah.
love the tie-in to the SEA. I love that too. I know Josh Triple P talks about it all
Yeah.
the time. I think it's so fascinating. Like one of my favorite drinks was like is the Hightower Rocks, and it's after Harrison Hightower. So if you
Yeah.
go back on Triple P's channel, he has all the information
I
about the
love
members
that.
of the SBA. But yeah, like that drink's so good because I love that tequila. They use the Casa Dragones tequila, and I'll talk about
Uh-huh.
it again in another lounge. But it has like watermelon. It's so good, and like they
That's
also
the
do, like
watermelon drink.
yeah, the watermelon drink.
I had that one. I
So
loved it.
good. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I love watermelon anything. Like
Yeah.
I love watermelon. Like I'm mad that Taco Bell took away that watermelon freeze. But so I always pick things that have watermelon, and I love and that tequila is so good. The drinks, they're really like for being. This sounds so lame, but like for being in a theme park, I feel like it's definitely like a higher level. It's not those same.
Right.
Here's your drink with your little glow cube thing. Like they're
Yeah.
elevated drinks. They taste delicious.
Yeah.
So
Well, so one thing I will say about Disney drinks in general, normally they are very sugary, juice,
yes,
syrup, and not very strong. And you don't find that in the drinks at Nomad Lounge
no,
at all,
I
which
agree.
I think is part of why I like it more because they're my kind of drinks that are not,
Yes.
just a sweet, syrupy
Yeah, you
pile
open
of
your
goo.
lips and like you're like, okay, everyone. It's so like this sounds whatever. I don't care. It's not like I'm on vacation. I'm gonna have a drink, and I never drink. I'm just gonna have this sugary concoction.
Right.
Make you sick later. Like just these
Yeah.
are really good.
Yeah. I
um,
agree.
so I like that, and they also have the Kungaloosh beer that they have at a couple of the other places that are related to the SEA. So they
That's
have that
the
too.
that's the one that Josh drinks from. Is it
Yeah,
Thirsty River, I think, or
yeah, they have it at
the the bar by Everest, right?
oh yeah, I think they have it over there. They have it at Skipper Canteen,
Yes.
and I don't know if they have it. I don't know where else they have it, but I know they're the places that I've gotten it, and it's so good.
Josh would know. We need
Yeah, Josh, but
phone a friend.
but yeah. So I just the drinks are so nice, and that's such a nice place.
Yeah.
Atmosphere,
Highly recommend it. Like if you haven't been there, both of us, I think 100%
yes,
recommend just at least stopping in there for 30 minutes if you can and have a drink and just take a load off your feet and relax because it's really awesome.
and it's a really cool place to look around. Like even if you just like when you can go walk around again, just to see
Yeah.
all the way they set this, the whole restaurant up is really really cool.
Yeah, the inside too, when we sat inside, which getting into, now we're in April and it's getting hotter.
Mhm.
Um, Being inside the air conditioning it was nice and you didn't lose anything out from the ambiance. Obviously, I like sitting on the patio more, being on the water. But hi Hannah, welcome in.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of cool things to look at, and the decor inside is just absolutely beautiful.
so cool. They have all
Um,
like the flags and stuff, right? Every
yeah,
year.
yeah, it's really pretty. Said that they need to put a Country Bear saloon with moonshine influenced drinks, right, Lynn? Bang for your buck. Oh,
Oh, I have like a fun Disney fact, like a thing about
yeah.
back. Like I don't know if anyone else knows this. Put it in chat if you do. But they used to have like this. It didn't serve alcohol, but it was called like the mile long bar, like right outside Country Bear Jamboree, and they served like soda. And it had the little the guys from Country Bears, like the moose in the on the wall, and they would talk to you
Uh-huh.
and stuff. It was
Really?
like back when it opened. Like, I don't remember it, but like it was real. I heard about it before. I was like, oh, that sounds so cute. And they had a mirror at the end, so like it looked like the bar went on for a long time.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it
so
was cool.
cute.
Yeah, so that would be great if since they serve like a little bit of alcohol at Magic Kingdom now, they could bring the moonshine drinks or like cute little mason jar drinks. It'd be so cute.
They just need to open up the drinking full fledged in
Yeah,
Magic Kingdom. I don't know what's stopping them, but I mean, I think the parents would appreciate it
I agree.
very much.
So would the people without kids.
Very much. Yes, yes. Let's, we need to get a petition in for Disney to bring bars and lounges to
Yeah.
MK and not
So we all
just
go to, not just like
signature dining.
whatever.
Yeah. Dean
But
has a serious question.
oh,
Do
yeah,
any of the lounges serve turkey legs?
I think they serve wings, which are like mini turkey legs.
Like
Does that count?
turkey legs, cousins, miniature
Yes.
friends.
Baby turkey legs.
Yeah.
You get
Like,
a lot of them. It equals a
yeah.
mini turkey leg.
Yeah. You just have to get like a 10 piece and then it'll equal a half of a turkey leg. Yeah. I don't think any of them do. I think the only places that serve the turkey legs are the ones that you know about, Dean, the America Pavilion and in Magic Kingdom right now. I think those are the only two places, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
Dean,
moving in what?
the Dean knows where they are.
Yeah, Dean knows. Anybody needs to know where the turkey legs are. Dean knows.
Yes. He won't
We
tell
don't.
you. So he doesn't. So they
Yeah,
secret.
yeah.
But what else is on our list? So we talked about
So
that was our number one top spot.
number one, we spent plenty of time talking about it. What's another one in your top three that you want to talk about?
I have La Cava del Tequila at
Yeah.
Epcot in the Mexico Pavilion. So you have to go into the pavilion and then like through the first part and down the little ramp, and it's off to the right when you're like facing the restaurant and
Uh-huh.
across from like the ride. So you're in that little corner. It's kind of hidden because like La Cava means the cave in Spanish. So
Right.
Tequila Cave, and you just go in, and it is very small, and sometimes you have to wait if you want to be seated. There are two lines normally, one for like if you're ordering a drink to go, and then one if you're waiting to actually have a seat inside of the
Yeah.
restaurant. So that's important that you like just ask a cast member so you make sure you're in
Right.
the right spot if you don't want to hang out or if you do want to hang out.
So I have
Tequila.
it's pretty amazing. One fun fact I do have about that is my experience with um, La Cava del Tequila was that the window line was very long. And I went up to the cast member and I asked if they had any availability inside, and there was zero wait. We got taken right in, and there was a spot. It was very cramped then. So I don't know if that's necessarily open or if it's just the to go window now.
I think it might be, but with very, very limited. Like,
Yeah, because you're sitting on top of each other
oh,
basically
yeah,
in there. Yeah, it's really close quarters,
it's small.
but very small. But the time that it took for us to get seated and order a drink and have a drink, it would have taken us just as long to wait in the line at the window. And we had chips and guac too.
Yeah.
So,
Well, when I like to go, when we went before, we've gone to the bar. Like when we go to the bars, like hang out
oh,
with the bartenders, and I like. I know that everywhere you go in Disney, like there's such good customer service and like they're great about everything. But
right.
the bartenders were phenomenal. They
Yeah.
knew everything about all the tequilas. We got like tequila flights, and they helped pick out like the right ones. And then he was even like, "Okay, this isn't on the flight, but let me get this down and show you.
Yeah.
Like this is amazing. Like this tequila is amazing compared to these." And it was so much fun. Like it was just the interaction and the knowledge.
Right.
It just made the whole experience so exciting. Like I remember having the best time and like just laughing. I see Tim's update. Da-da.
So,
Here, Tim. It's
yeah.
not in the fridge. That's the problem.
Current availability of Kungaloosh is Nomad Lounge, Tiffin's, Skipper Canteen at Magic Kingdom, and Thirsty River, which is also at Animal Kingdom. So yeah, you get 3 locations where you can get the Kungaloosh. So did you sit at the bar when you had
Yes.
that? Okay.
I mean, I know you don't have to sit at the bar, but
Right.
that's where we ended up that time.
Right.
At the
Well,
bar. And it was so cool.
That is really cool. It's like a little tequila education while you get to try everything.
I mean, and he was still busy making drinks for other people and doing things, but would come back over, which was really nice. Like you just,
Yeah.
it wasn't like our personal like server, but he kept on coming back and helping us,
Yeah.
giving us different pours, and that was really fun. It made the whole experience.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love to hear that. Now it makes me want to go up to the bar. We
Yes,
didn't.
we have to go to the bar and hang out. It's really.
Yeah. That's awesome. I know.
I think they started offering a tasting. I saw this somewhere, but like
Oh yeah.
I should have looked up more information. But I did see something. I think I looked at it and was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. I don't think I'll be able to do it on my next trip."
Right.
But it was like a really cool, like private tequila, like whole tasting thing where they do.
Nice.
But I think it's at a separate time, like maybe before they open, so you can because it's very small, so I they couldn't have more than one group at a time.
Right.
But I would definitely like to save and do something interesting like that.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. They had a pretty awesome Instagram. I followed their Instagram account, and during um the lockdown and everybody was at home and just drinking a bunch, they were doing home tutorials, like live videos all the time. And before they had come up with when before they did their live stream of the avocado margarita, I had already found the recipe online, and I made a video on the avocado margarita that they make there. It is so delicious. I don't know if you've had it before, but it
Well,
is so good.
secret fact about me is I can't eat avocados. They make them like
Oh
allergic to
no.
them and bananas.
Oh
So, like
no.
I can't have either of those things. I used to, which really sucks. I know how great they are. So I
Yeah.
had the avocado margarita. And Tim, was your question where the tasting was? It's at the Cava de Tequila, Del Tequila. Um, but yeah, I never got to have that, but I did write down some of my favorite drinks there. My favorite tequila, like I said, is the Casa Dragones. That's the one that he got down for us and was like, "You have to try this." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a super expensive bottle of tequila, like to buy the
Uh-huh.
whole thing." But it's
Right.
so good. It's delicious.
What
Um,
kind of
so,
tequila is it? Is it a reposado, añejo?
no, it's Blanco.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's really good. And like they have the Dragones top shelf margarita, but the other one I normally get is like the blood orange. I love blood orange anything. Like,
That sounds
and it
good.
comes with the tahine around the rim,
Uh-huh.
so it's like a little bit has that like spice to it, which is really good.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's inside the Mexico Pavilion, Tim. It's
Yep. In the pyramid.
yep, in the big pyramid. Not on it. Don't try to climb it. Anything
Yeah.
exciting. Go
Don't climb
inside. Look at follow the line.
it. Yep, it's just when you go in and then it's off to the right, kind of. If you just go right, it'll be there.
And
There will be a line.
oh yeah, definitely. But
So let's move on to another one.
yes.
I'm gonna go with Enzo's Hideaway.
Okay, I've never been, so tell me all about it.
So Enzo's Hideaway, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It is kind of hidden. It's supposed to be like the secret underground speakeasy. Like there's the door, and then just going in it feels so cool. Feels like you're going into this underground. I don't know. It feels top secret, and
Really
it's a
cool.
lot of fun. Hey, Triple P and Britt, welcome in.
We were just talking about you guys. You must have heard.
Yeah, we were talking about Kungaloosh, and Tim found
Yeah.
out the facts for us because we couldn't phone a friend, but he had our backs.
Yeah.
Is the difference in tequila's age or just how they're made? Um, they're aged in, so añejo and reposado, those are aged in different barrels, and it gives them more of like oaky flavors. I don't know 100%. My tequila knowledge is not vast. Maybe Britt knows. So you talk about tequila and I show up. But I have not ever been an avid tequila drinker. My experience with tequila is very, very minimal. And even as a bartender, I just need to know what kinds we have. I don't need to know that much about it. So yeah, I don't know if you have any knowledge to spit
No,
about.
I just like it. I just like my favorite. Like I'll tell you, I see Josh's comment. The Dragonis Top Shelf is the best. At
Yeah.
home, I buy what I call the George Clooney tequila. So, Casamigos, not
Yeah.
straight out of the bottle, but so
Everybody loves the Casamigos. It's like
yes, right,
the next Tito's, the Tito's of tequilas.
oh my gosh, it's, I just wanna, like can I take a little time out real quick? I see Brits
Yeah.
coming. I just like to drink it. I don't know anything other than that. Normally before the shows, I, like, will say something to my husband, like, "What do you think? Like, what are your favorite places?" You know? And he's had a one-line comment on how he could do every one of our shows so far. And for this one, it says, um, "It doesn't matter where you're drinking, just get drunk." So he doesn't care what lounge he's gonna show at, just as long as there's drinks and you're drunk. So
Charlieisms.
there you go. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
So, but
That
anyway,
works too. There are different ways to do this.
now is Enzo's Hideaway, is that inside of Maria and Enzo's the restaurant?
So sort of, but not really. It's like underneath on the side.
Okay.
It's kind of an optical illusion because when you go into Marie and Enzo's, you're on the second floor, and then you go down a floor because it's themed like a airline terminal. So the dining room, the main dining room, is on what is actually the first floor because you walk in on the second floor. So if you go to the bathroom at Maria and Enzo's, then you go down this little pathway that'll also take you into Enzo's Hideaway. And we went to Enzo's Hideaway. We had a couple drinks and I think the burrata, which was amazing. I mean, cheese, like sign me up. And then they had this soft, crusty bread with an
Oh,
olive oil dipping. And it was just so, so good. And the whole vibe there's writing all over the walls. And it's just really, really cool. And I highly recommend going there and even just trying a drink. I had a strawberry martini there and it was so good. I don't remember what Sean had. I just cared about my drink. Yeah.
we'll definitely add that to our Disney Springs drink around the springs night.
Yeah.
So
So the thing about Disney Springs is that, I mean, you could spend a whole week going
yeah.
to that. I mean, one I didn't even write down was STK. When I mean, an honorable mention, I do want to just say, like, while we're talking about Disney Springs, we went there for happy hour and they have the most incredible happy hour. I'm not sure if the martinis are still on it, but the appetizers were phenomenal. And the service and everything was just so great. And it was just a nice little break to sit up at the bar and have a drink. And it was plenty of food on the menu to fill up. And they had these homemade cheesy tater tots
Oh my gosh.
with this aioli. Oh my gosh. So good. I could have eaten like four, or I couldn't have eaten that many, but it was so good.
Oh my gosh. Josh is right. That Enzo's used to be the Adventurers Club.
Yeah.
You know.
I wish I would have been old enough or there to experience that. But
I have. I didn't know you never went. That's
no, I
I wish they never
didn't.
included that, but things always change.
Things always change, you know. I like what they did with it, I guess, because I never experienced what it was before. But
Oh, well, okay.
all right, what's up next?
Up next, up next. I have so many things I want to talk about. I guess to go back to a park, I'll go with Baseline Tap House. This is a place that I've been. You haven't been.
I have not been there yet, no, but Josh has talked about it enough to make me want to go, and now you're already coercing me into adding it to my next Disney trip list.
Um, well, I like to drink a lot of beer, and I love Sierra Nevada, and they always have like different types of Sierra Nevada on tap, and the pretzel, like with that beer cheese and the spicy
Hmm.
mustard. I love Mickey pretzels, but I will not get one if I can go to Baseline and get their delicious barbarian pretzel. It's so good.
Yeah.
Just to take that and like you feel I like that part of Hollywood Studios. I didn't think I would like once it's finally all done and I
Right.
didn't know I would like that area so much, but Baseline really ties it in for me. Just a place to go and chill. You're outside Galaxy's Edge. You're kind of behind, so you're not in all that traffic and congestion that's by Echo.
Right.
So it's a cool area to have a beer and a pretzel and relax and in your afternoon for holiday
Right.
festivals.
So it's right by the Muppets area, right before the entrance of Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, it's like right around this corner, and you'll it's right on the corner, and there's little tables outside.
Yeah.
I I never ate. I never sat inside. I didn't know that you could, because the first time I went was during after the reopening.
Right.
So
It's
I
very small inside though, right? There's
yeah, that's why I don't know if they maybe they are, and I just didn't notice because I wasn't planning on sticking around. I just got a beer and pretzel and like went outside anyway to hang out. I just grabbed a spot on a bench and
yeah.
relax. That's nice because you don't have to stay in the little area. You can take your beer and like walk around. Like
So now I have a question. Do they have cocktails there or it's just beer, right?
no, it's
Like
um,
beer and
they
cider.
have beer. They have a lot of. It's all on tap, so you can get beer flight on tap. They also have wine on tap, and
Okay.
then they have drinks on tap, which I think is like the most disgusting thing. I don't know. I'm so weird about that stuff. Like I want you to mix my drink in front of me. I don't want you
Yeah.
to pour it out of a tap, like already pre-made and mix somewhere else. So
Yeah.
I would just pick a beer if I was there. You can get
Right.
different kinds, which is cool and nice.
I think that that's actually the main reason that I haven't been there yet is because I'm
Yes.
not much of a beer drinker. I'm not a beer drinker at all.
No, yeah.
But I think they still have ciders. Like I'll drink ciders and
Yeah,
I
they
need to
do.
just make a point to stop in there and try it out. If not for the pretzel alone.
And the list rotates. I mean, they have the things that's, the regular like beers, but then they have different ones
Right.
that rotate. So if you're going there, you can always try something new,
Yeah.
which is fun if you like beer.
I
So
have
yeah,
to check
I
it
would pick
out.
that. What's up next for you, Lynn?
I want to talk about Sanaa.
Okay.
So it's pretty amazing. I haven't particularly been to the lounge. I almost sat at the lounge part, but they were able to get us a window seat in the dining area. So obviously I opted for that instead. Um, I don't think I had a reservation and I just walked up. This was right after one of the hurricanes, Hurricane Michael, I think. Um, and we had the bread service. I know you can get the bread service you can get everything off the menu at Sanaa in the lounge, right?
I know they had a limited one listed. I'm sure you could ask for things, but
Right.
if you have that, I love the bread service. That
Yeah.
could be my meal. Like, keep it coming. Like
That's
so
enough.
good.
That's definitely enough. And it's just it's a cool vibe there. I love Animal Kingdom Lodge in general. Triple P says I like beer. Bill Magic of the Mouse Radio, welcome
Yeah,
in. I'm looking at a wanted poster on the post office wall. What does that mean, Bill?
I know, Bill. Why am I confused too?
Who's on the poster?
Me and
Is,
you?
is there something you need to tell us, Noelle?
I know.
No, welcome in. It's good to see you, my friend. But yeah, I just love the vibe there, and you're sure to have a good experience
Oh, the
anywhere.
two of us.
Oh, yeah, welcome. uh, that's well, if we hit all these lounges
Yes,
enough in one day, that's definitely a possibility.
I know.
But yeah, I really love the bread service, and that alone is worth visiting Animal Kingdom Lodge just to go there for the bread service alone. And the drinks that I think I had a watermelon margarita when I was there, and it was really good.
So good. I would say the other really great part about going to the Sanaa Lounge is, or just Sanaa, but like the lounge. I feel like Sanaa is like a loungy restaurant, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
it does have a lounge
there's
vibe
a lot
to
of
it.
those small plates and things, and just relaxing there with the animals is so nice. But if you like wine, it's a really great place to go, and you can also try
Yes,
those African wines, which is really
right.
just to have a whole different experience. They do wine flights, so you could try a bunch of different things if you want. Just
Definitely.
relax and a very. It's open till 11, which is really nice if you're staying over in like Kidani or. Oh, we didn't say where it was because Sanaa is over at
Yeah,
Kidani
Kidani Village, yeah.
at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. So not in
Yeah.
Jumbo House. You do have to go back to Kidani Village.
Right. Well, Jumbo House isn't open really right
No,
now.
right now, no.
Hey, Space Mountain Dave Cantrell. Hey, Dad Built Chris. Welcome in, you guys. Um, but yeah, so Kidani Village, it's kind of fun getting to also, like once you walk in and you go down the stairs, and there's just a lot of things to see and experience while you're there walking through. And then that Savannah outlook, you can go out and look at the animals that are grazing around the savannah and stuff, which I really enjoy.
I love doing that too. So nice.
Yeah, I really like that area. So let's move on to the next one. What's next on your list? Because our lists are a little bit different, but some things overlap.
Yes. I think next on my list, I would have to say the Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian. Um, I went to Meisner's
Beautiful.
Lounge before it closed, and then which was like fine enough because I was like staying at the Grand Floridian. We went to get a drink, but the Enchanted Rose was like the best move the Grand Floridian I think could have made as far as any kind
Yeah.
of goes. It's huge. It took over a shop that was there, and they expanded that whole area. So where the lounge was into where the shop used to be.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Like you go and you're like, this is meant to be here. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. It's decorated so well. And then to top it off, so not only is there so much space inside, you can also go to the balconies outside at the Grand Floridian, and just there's tables set up out there.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. So like that's part of, and they'll still serve you. Like they come out. It's because it's connected
Right.
to the lounge. So they have a huge bar with a beautiful chandelier that you can actually sit at or at any of the tables, and it's just it feels. I feel like it's almost like very upscale but modern
Right.
inside there, and it's
Elevated.
yeah, it really is, and it does feel to me different from the rest of the Grand Floridian, but it still works.
Right.
What I find so interesting, and we talked about a lot of lounges so far, by far, this menu, their drink menu, it's like the Cheesecake Factory of drink menus.
Yeah.
So it's so many different areas and signature cocktails and this kind of cocktails, and then they have like whiskey and they have wine and they have beer and they have so many a whole coffee menu and a tea menu if you're just
Yeah.
not drinking like. And they have food that you could really make it into like a light dinner if you just are hanging
Right.
go have a bunch of drinks. So
You just sold me on it. Like
so amazing. I feel like it's just nice if you were at like Magic Kingdom or just hanging out and you want
Yeah.
to walk there for the evening. You could totally spend hours just trying different things and hanging out. I like that. I love the Grand Floridian. It's my favorite. So
It's
I'm glad I
beautiful.
can tell you. It's like, ooh, Lynn, come with me to this.
Yeah. All I've ever done was I walked in there and looked around. I took a couple pictures because it was so beautiful. But I didn't stop and try anything. I was with friends and we were just kind of passing through, I think, just looking at the Christmas decorations at the Grand Floridian. And I remember just being so enamored by it. Like, this is just so beautiful. I would love to hang out here because it just feels good being in that lounge. And then I know they also have like the table side experiences where I think there's like 2 drinks where they make table side that are a whole.
It's the whole thing, like a whole
Yeah.
production, which is
Yeah.
really cool. But I just, yeah, it's just so nice to see like a really fun large menu. They have another drink like Earl Grey tea is my favorite tea. Like an old lady. But they have like and like a London fog is what you make from like Earl Grey, but they have like a drink like with like a lavender fog, and it's like kind of
Ooh.
Earl Grey tea. It's really cool. It's just a, stuff that you don't find anywhere else, which is again, like we said earlier, one of my favorite parts of my favorite lounges is finding things that you're not going to find that like
Right.
so martini or whatever with a glow cube
Right.
on like all the menu. No,
Yeah.
that's me.
Right. Yeah. No. Well, I think that's what makes it, they make them destination where they going out of your way to make sure you visit these lounges, you know? Let's see. Josh said that Jumbo is open to DVC and it's wicked lame. Literally nothing is open there. If you stay, you have to get anything from Kidani. He came by a bottle of water.
Oh,
So that's good to know because I didn't realize it was that
that's
bad.
desolate. Wow.
Yeah. It's a wasteland of unused resources. We did not yet Triple P, which I don't have any experience with either one of
I don't
those.
either, but you feel free to drop it in the chat.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Josh, if you want to talk about your favorite things about those lounges, it is on my list of places that I want to go that I haven't been to yet. But probably not until I stay at Coronado again, because I can't imagine. I mean, unless I go to Coronado to do like there's an idea, like do a little bar crawl, because I really want to go to the
Me
bridges.
too. I really want to go there as well. So that's
When
on our
I,
list for our, we're gonna go to Coronado,
yes,
walk around.
yeah,
That would be
I
so
love it.
fun.
Yeah, there's so many things on the menu at Three Bridges that I've wanted to try,
Same.
and like not just drinks, but the food. And I'm like, I stayed there on one of my solo trips, and I wanted to go there, but it was right when they first opened, and I was just looking at the menu, and I'm like, I can't even go here because I'm gonna want to order 5 things, and I'm by myself, and I just physically can't eat over even the course of time all of that food.
Did you stay in the new building or did you stay in like one of the older areas?
No, I just stayed in one of the other areas,
That's cool.
not the new
I haven't
building,
been to the new. I haven't seen like been
with the
inside.
Grand Destino Tower. Yeah,
Yes, I would love to. It looks so nice.
yeah. Eventually I will. I really liked it. I like Coronado. I like the vibe there. It's huge, but the anemones are great because it is a I'm going off in a rabbit hole here, but the anemones, because it is a convention center,
They have a spa,
are
right?
they have a spa there. I'm not sure if it's open right now, but I really loved the property a lot. They had a lot to offer, and I would definitely stay there again.
And now they have
Um,
a new tower with everything that's in there. It's
yeah, for
I've
sure.
watched some like tours of it. I'm like, wow, I would really definitely
Yeah,
stay.
for sure. We'll add it to our maybe
Yeah,
list of our trip.
everything.
We got an update from Bill, Magic of the Mouse. Says, I just got a text from Dope Dad Paula's out of the hospital. He said she's still hurting, but feeling, oh, that's
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah.
Glad.
Yeah. I got a text from Jeff earlier saying that Paula's not feeling well. She's in the hospital, so we're not going live tonight. But that's great news. Sending prayers for Paula and the Dole Whip family that that she gets better soon. Yeah. Lame. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Josh's
Okay.
favorite drink is okay. You got it.
The Armada.
Yeah.
He's talked about he is being honest because he has mentioned this before. The Armada,
Yes.
the best man. Yeah, the best Manhattan on property, including Club 33, is at
Wow.
Dahlia.
Gonna have
Wow.
to try it now. That's also on our list. We're gonna have a really big list of things to do for.
I know. I think that's a thing. Like you don't even have to go and do like a monorail crawl. You could just go to Coronado. Like there's enough
Yes.
places there that you could make a whole day out of just eating and drinking around the property.
Which would be so much fun.
I'm down. I'm in for that. We
Always.
even stop at the pool bar midday, get a pina colada, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be elevated. You can't mess up a
No,
pina colada.
can't go wrong. Oh my gosh.
Slide down the Aztec pool.
We
Wee!
down the pool with our pina colada.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Let's see here. What's next? Yeah, that's a good suggestion. And Josh is very versed in Disney lounges and cocktails too. So definitely listen to his advice. Um, Josh and Britt.
Yeah.
Let's see. What next? What do you
Um,
have on your list next?
well,
Hmm.
one of the other ones I was thinking of, which I know that Bill Magic of the Mouse loves, is the Rose and Crown over at the UK Pavilion.
I have not been to that one, but I have heard very, very good things
Also,
about it.
I guess this is another one that's a very beer-based pub, I should say.
Right.
A lot of like they have whiskey flights and those kind of things, but they have which one of my friends growing up, she did a study abroad in like London, and she
Uh-huh.
told me all about this. Which when I was younger, I was like, "What? You did what?" But they mix the beers. It's like a big thing. So like a lot of their like it's like a beer mix. So you go, they have it at the Rose and Crown. You get like half Guinness and a half like whatever. Like and they have all these different mixes of beers that you could get.
Well, that's a thing. Like
Also spend
the
like $5 more and get it like in a souvenir cup, but it's already
the
$10.
Disney way.
Yeah.
But that's a thing. I mean, that is a very the black and tans, right? And snake bites. That's what you're talking
Yes,
about, right?
exactly, but I'm reading Josh's comment, and I can't
Yeah,
stop laughing.
that's great. Lynn
Oh my god,
2021.
okay.
That's why we're best friends. We have common interests. I
Yeah.
love it. I think we made a bargain. I made a barter deal with Britt about some ears, and I wouldn't let her pay me for them, and they offered to buy me a drink, and I said deal.
I mean, on the list that I was gonna say is, like I was laughing to myself earlier, it was, like, your favorite lounge, and I was thinking, my resort room, because I always stop and get, like,
Yes,
liquor and beer before I go, like, before we
yeah,
check in, so
for sure.
always stocked up in my room, ready to go.
Me too,
So
definitely. Well, it's just nice, like take the like a little segue. So, I mean, I'm not really on a timeline. We can go a little bit over time since we're not doing Creator Talk tonight. If you guys want to still hang out with us and talk lounges, because we can talk lounges for a while. The list is very long. But a little side segue is I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know.
alcohol.
Alcohol in my room. Oh yeah, a break. When I like to take a mid. So I'm currently drinking another segue, a segue to my segue. This is a scary black hole we're going down, folks. This is the new 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Red Blend. It's good. I haven't done the QR code, but I think Snoop Dogg's already been pretty transparent about his 19 Crimes and whatnot. So I think I know all of them from his songs, but it's good. I recommend it. But taking a break, having a glass of wine, making a midday, just kind of, shower, refresh, change of clothes, have a drink, freshen up the makeup and hair, and get ready to go out for the night. I love doing that. I think it's just a great way to hit the reset button, in my opinion. I don't
Mine
know.
too.
Yes, rest in peace, DMX.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it's sad.
So sad.
But I think that's more of our generation thing. I
It
don't know.
definitely is.
I don't know if the older generations or the younger ones really get how influential DMX was. Oh yeah, my glass. My mom got me this one
Oh, that's
from
so cute.
Marshall's.
Hey,
My sugar skull glass, and I only do stemless because
me too.
it's
Or like a
really
sippy cup, like this.
yeah, exactly. This or a sippy cup.
Whatever.
Something that has a good solid base. Set it
Um,
down on.
but yeah, like I agree with Lynn. Like we always take a break in the afternoon and just go back to the room, mix a drink, count a few White Claws, and go back to the bar.
Yeah. It's a good way to unwind and relax, and it can be a bit much dealing with the crowds of people and
Eat.
um, screaming children that aren't yours. So
That,
all of that.
yeah. What other
So
lounges do you like?
let's see my list. I think one we have to mention. So I have a lot on here. I have three. I have three. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
That's
All
okay. We
right.
can keep talking.
So this one is still closed, but I do want to honorable mention it. River Roost at Port Orleans Riverside, where Yeehaw Bob used to play. And this is just like nostalgic for me because um I loved it. Just the hangout, the vibe. It was so alive. And I know Yeehaw Bob isn't there anymore. Well, it's not open but anyways, retired from Disney, and that's a sore subject, but um, it's just something that I will be forever grateful that I got to experience it when I did and see him live a few times. And yeah, I hope he'll return. I hope that they'll ask him back. I hope that it'll open again soon because Port Orleans Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter are two of my favorite resorts, not just moderates, but
Oh my gosh, me too. And
yeah,
I'm
they're just,
very sad about Yeehaw Bob. But if anyone
yeah,
knows or hears anything, I was going to say this tonight. If anyone knows or hears anything about when they think Port Orleans will open, either French Quarter or Riverside, please let me know.
yes,
Dying to stay.
me
I
too.
love those resorts so
Me
much.
too. Me
They're,
too.
we all like that's one of the places that we always pick to stay. Even like my husband was just looking for a trip. He goes, "You know when they'll be open again?" He goes, "Every time I look, it's so sad, and it's like they're not available." I was like, "I don't know."
I know. French Quarter is my ultimate favorite. I love it. Like it feels like you're walking down the streets. You know what I mean?
It feels so. I yes, I agree. I love it there. I just
The horse
something about
carriages clip clapping up and down the streets, like you can hear them through your window at night, and it's just awesome.
yeah. It's just they're great moderate resorts. I love them there. So yay. I
Uh,
mean, one day they'll be open. But the River Roost was so much fun. I know it'll be open
yes.
again soon. I mean, fingers crossed, and everything will be back to whatever normal was. That made it fun, and I think that's the best part about that lounge was Yeehaw Bob and knowing that he'll be there and
Yeah.
performing and just so engaging, and he always was on every single night, and I give him
Yeah.
so much credit for that. That's a
He
tough job.
it is. And he's really incredible. I did get a notice. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. I don't know if I still have it on here. He was live tonight on Facebook.
Oh yeah, he goes live on Facebook a lot.
He is Bob Jackson on Facebook, and you can go and follow him. And yeah, he had Sunday night live stream sing along show. So, like, even though we can't experience him at Disney, you can experience him from home. So, I don't know, go show him some support. You can buy his CDs. He has all of that. He has all of these things open to help support him. And um, it's not a GoFundMe, but you can PayPal him if you know, want to tip him for just bringing you a little bit of that Disney joy. Captain Akron 27, welcome in.
How are you?
So that's my honorable mention. Gurgling Suitcase at Old Key West is a good one. I have not been to Old Key
Oh,
West yet,
amazing.
but Triple P is, and I think they've stayed there 2 or 3 times, and I want to go there. I think it's really a cool vibe, very relaxed, and seems like a lot of fun.
I
But
agree, Triple P. I don't see the point of that lounge without him.
yeah,
Um,
I agree on that. No, it'll just be an empty space with
yeah,
disappointment and tears. That's what I think. Sorry.
no, I agree. Other lounges that are kind of cool, like I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Other places we like to eat over at the Flying Fish. It's not open right now, but that's one of our go tos for dinner. And we've stopped in a couple times before dinner or after dinner to the Abracadabra right next door.
And now we're over at the Boardwalk
That's at
Resort.
the Boardwalk Resort, which is like between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. You can just
Hmm.
walk on over there if you're on the boardwalk. It's a cool place to stop in if you just want to get a fun drink. It's
Yeah.
you. I mean, okay, like I think the Boardwalk Resort is really cute, but the thing is, like, it kind of represents where I'm from, so it's kind of like not escaping. And so some of it is like I would never stay at the Boardwalk because I just live here, so it doesn't really like do anything.
Right.
But I think like the theming and the names of the drinks that they picked for the bar are so cute. I wrote some
Yeah.
down. Like they have where is that on my little list? Some there's like a Manhattan. It's called the Magic Hatton. That's cute. Like
Aw.
and like the Coney Negroni, like Coney Island.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought another cool one was Pepper's Ghost because if you don't know, Pepper's Ghost is the effect they use in a lot of attractions to give like a different illusion. I don't want to ruin it. I feel like that's like
Oh,
spoiling the magic, but you can look it up. But it's called like the Pepper's Ghost effect. So I think that's a little like hidden Imagineering thing.
yeah. I want to go there so bad. It's been on my list
Yeah,
for since 2018. It's been on my list for so long. I
I want to
remember,
go there's longest flying fish is open so you can go eat because I love flying fish. I loved it before they renovated it, and I love it even more now that it's.
really,
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. That's what my favorite
really,
place is. And the food, I know that you don't eat meat and stuff, but they have like this amazing pork belly and like appetizer, and I just think it's I don't know what it is about it there. It's just so good. I just love it. I could get so
yeah.
many things on the menu. Just,
Hey, Disney Vlog, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Triple P says that one has ties to the SEA, the Abracadabra.
yes, it does. It has.
That's so cool.
We were talking about that earlier. I told everyone, Josh, to go watch your information about the members
High
of the NCAA.
Tower.
We were talking about the Nomad Lounge and the
Yes,
SEA. So, yay.
I love it. We'll have to, yeah. Maybe Josh, maybe we can like take a Josh and Britt, if you still have Britt, we need to go to Abracadabra and like take a little break while we're at on our Epcot day and have a drink there. Because I feel like if somebody forced me to go, I won't.
Bill, oh my gosh, I am not being Atlantic City snob, Bill. Okay, it's just that I like it for other reasons, and I know it's a dump here. I didn't say it was like Disney.
It's a whole lot clearer than this
God,
dump.
Atlantic City is a dump. I'm just still not trying to spend thousands of dollars to go stay at
A place
the
that you
Jersey
live
Shore represented Disney resort.
at. Well, I feel like I kind of feel the same way about Old Key West. That's kind of why
I'm sure
I,
you.
I don't know. I not that I don't I haven't even actually been all the way to Key West, but I don't know. That's just like South Florida vibes there anyways, which is where I live, so I don't need more palm trees. I live in that. So I understand.
But it's Disney-fied, so it's always perfect and nice
Right.
and wonderful. All the resorts are, but yeah, we all like our own thing.
I'm not hating. I'll go to any of them.
Yeah, I know. If
I
someone
want to
for me to go,
exactly.
definitely.
We'll go to dinner with you there. That's what we're saying.
We'll eat anywhere. We'll drink anywhere we want.
Let's see here. Chris says this guy on YouTube that goes on Tipsy Ducks in Love. Is this really a good drink or is it Dave? I mean that guy wrong. Oh, I think Brandy and Dave, he talks about that, right? Is that who you're talking about? I've never had the Tipsy Ducks in Love, but I've heard multiple people talk about it at Epcot. Is it at the China Pavilion? Right?
I don't know.
Oh, I think that's where it is.
I haven't
Um,
had that one.
yeah, Triple P's never had it. I haven't either. Maybe I'll have to, if I'll put it like in the back of my brain wrinkles and see if it like pops up to the front while I'm eating and drinking my way around the world. And if I remember or I come across it, I see it, I'll try it. I will try it for you, Chris. My gift to society. It's trying another drink.
Trying another drink. Thank you
Um,
for checking it out.
so one I'm surprised that you haven't brought up yet, or myself, Cali Grill Lounge.
Oh, the lounge there, yes. I mean,
Is that technically
like a steak
open
lounge.
now?
Like, I know you can go. I don't know if it's open. It's like a bar. It's like going to get a seat at the bar, but you just didn't get a reservation for Cali Grill.
Right.
You can get the drinks. I don't know.
I know that that's what you could do before. You could ask at the desk if they had any availability or any open seats, or be put on a wait list to go up to the lounge, and then you could still order everything on the Cali Grill menu, but you were just sitting at the lounge part of it, which it's still
Small tables and chairs.
and that's it. That's really they're pretty small tables and chairs in the entire restaurant as it is.
Yes.
Especially if you are a party of two.
Yes. You have a very small table. And if you get a lot of food like us, they're like, oh no, where are we going to put all your food?
Yeah, you're like you're gonna. I don't know what
This
you're
course
gonna have
is
to do.
good.
But I don't know the situation on that right now, so I apologize for my lack of accurate information, but um, that's another suggestion when if it is
And
open
they
and
have my
normal.
favorite drink.
Yeah, the one we made,
Fashioned.
right?
Love that old fashioned.
That was really, really good. I'm glad we made that.
Chris
Um,
had a good suggestion. Dad builds. He said about one of your new favorite places, the Brown Derby Lounge.
yeah. So the Brown Derby Lounge is actually not open. It's just the Brown Derby. And when I went there for my first experience, I didn't have a reservation. I just walked in. I said, it's just a party of one. Do you have anything available? It was, I don't know, 15 or 20-minute wait. And they got me in because where the lounge seating was used to be just the patio area out front. And now that is just open for outdoor dining. So it's one entity now. It's not the lounge and the dining. It's just the dining. But they have some great drinks there. The menu is expansive and diverse. So there's definitely something for everybody from elevated cocktails, classic cocktails, to wine, to beer, to cognacs, bourbon. It's very vast. And I highly recommend if you're going there for drinks, for sure. The menu, their salted butter was delicious. I wasn't super sold on what I tried, but I didn't have that much. So I have to go back and try it again, try more actual food there. But I'll go there to drink any day.
Yeah. That's all that matters for our lounge discussion.
Yeah, that's what's important right now. Top of the World Lounge. I have been in there once.
Oh, I
I
have not. I would love to go.
don't I don't think we stayed long enough to get a drink. I think we were rushing out at that point and we didn't have time to have the cake or a drink, but it was beautiful there.
Oh, that's so nice.
It was very beautiful, but they're not open right now either.
No.
99% sure they're not. Let's see. Tim Pruitt's got the facts here for us. Tipsy Ducks in Love. Looking for a coffee drink with a little cheer involved? Try the Tipsy Ducks in the in love at the Joy of Tea in the China Pavilion at Epcot. Okay.
Besides the
Tim's
crazy fun name, the refreshing ice mocha comes with 2 additions to make it extra special: a shot of bourbon and a crown of whipped cream. I love whipped
oh,
cream, so that's
well,
and bourbon. So
Tim just told me I have to do it. So I guess between Tim and Chris, I have a task at hand. So I'm gonna have to do that.
at least it's ice mocha. I don't I haven't been feeling hot coffee lately.
Yeah. I mean I do it. I do it anyways. I don't discriminate. Just give me the caffeine,
Yeah.
whatever vessel it is. I just need more of it. That's it.
Okay, well, let me know how it is.
I
That'd be
will. I will. Maybe I'll do a little Instagram story for that one so that it's
okay.
not like waiting 4 months for me to make a vlog on it. It's like
That's good.
per usual for me. Um, let's see. So let's another honorable mention. Um, May not so much for the drinks because I think that they're overpriced and very gimmicky. And I'm also not very much into this certain section of Disney because it's just not my thing. But Oga's Cantina, I love
Knew
going
you were gonna
there.
go there. I just thought it. I was like, I was trying to guess when you were giving your clue.
I have you been there yet?
No, we haven't. To be honest, the first time I went to Galaxy's Edge was our last trip, and
Uh-huh.
um, I in the future I will definitely spend more time exploring that area. I just didn't feel comfortable with the amount of people, and due to everything, it didn't feel the most comfortable for me in that area. So we kind of went in.
Right,
We went on Rise of the Resistance, and we just kind of left. I got a picture in front of
right.
the Falcon. So maybe later on I'll be able to um, like explore that area. So no, but we didn't get reservations for Oga's or anything. I think when we finally decided we were going, there weren't even reservations available. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you look like the 24 hours before, a lot of people will do their cancellations, and that's a good time to get it like right before. I've done that multiple times. Hey, Tina Marie, welcome in. Not that matter, her Matt. Thanks you guys so much for popping in.
have
Disney
you been?
lounges. Yes, I've been multiple times. I think I'm at three
Oh, okay.
three visits. That for not being a Star Wars fan, that seems very excessive when I say that.
Yeah, and you're just sort of like, I don't really like it.
Like I don't really like it, but I've gone three times.
Just kidding. Did you have that drink that makes your mouth numb? That's all I want to know.
The fuzzy tauntaun.
Yeah.
I didn't do it because I didn't want to hate it for like $17.
Yeah, I just want to know what that feels like, but then it makes me nervous. Like, what if I die or something? I don't know.
You're not gonna die. I was with my friends Hughes and Brews was the first time we went there. Luke and I went with them. They're actually an awesome channel that I adore. They do drinking and Disney lounges, like all of this. Actually, it's perfect tie-in. Um, uh, they are good friends of mine. We went there and he tried the fuzzy tauntaun. He said it wasn't that bad. Like he liked it. It didn't burn his mouth. It didn't make him feel like an upset stomach.
But that's what they say. I don't think it affects everybody.
Right. I think people have different tolerances. It's like
Yeah.
a mouthfeel thing. I imagine Pop Rocks.
Yeah, me too.
And I loved those as a kid. So
Yeah.
I think it
like
would be,
Pop Rocks and Coke. If you like did it, then you would like your stomach.
yeah, like a super, super fuzziness going on right there.
I even have on my Star Wars shirt today from my.
Oh, nice.
We were on
Oh, we're actually both in Hollywood studios today,
Oh,
though.
that's funny. Actually, mine's from the Disney Cruise Line. We went when episode I guess like the new episode came out. We were on the Disney Cruise and like they premiered it the day before it was released in the theaters, which was cool.
Yeah.
Go watch it on the cruise because I was like, I'm not gonna waste 2 hours of my cruise time to go.
Well, yeah.
Like it wasn't for me, but it was cool, so I got this cool shirt.
That's great. Let's see. Bill says I'm not into foo-foo cocktails. Give me a Guinness at Rose and Crown, a Kirin beer, and a sake in Japan or at Epcot, or some good bourbons at the Edison and Disney, and I'm a happy camper. Yeah. I mean, I'm not typically a foo-foo. I like elevated cocktails, but not very sweet. But when I'm in Disney, I just kind of like open up my horizons. Like I don't say I'm not going to eat this or I'm not going to drink that. I want to try everything. Keep my mind very open to most things. And depending on like need of desperation for something at a certain time.
I look like I feel like I normally look for like similar things depending on what mood I'm in. Like
Yeah.
Whiskey, bourbon, gin, and tequila. Like I don't really drink vodka that much, so I don't really ever go for those drinks.
Right.
But I am the opposite of you because you don't like gin.
I'm not a fan of gin, but I have found ways that I like to drink it when I add other things into it. I will never order a gin and tonic or gin and soda. But if it's in a martini with other mix-ins, I will definitely. Actually, nope, that's a lie. I was going to say the drink I liked at Oga's Cantina was the Jedi Mind Trick, but that was not gin. That was one of the Kettle Botanicals. But it was
at Nomad, you might like this. At Nomad, they have the Spice Trader Classic. It's gin, vermouth, lemon, like lemon juice, strawberries, and soda water.
Huh.
It's really good. They use like that. I forget what kind of gin that they use. They use it at a couple different because they kind of use the same sort of like the liquor brands at different
and across Disney they have like their I think their agreements with certain brands. Yeah, that they.
By the way, this is so weird, but I thought about this a long time ago. But now that we're talking about drinks,
hi Aileen.
Oh hey, I don't. This is so weird. Coca-Cola, like everyone knows that like that's the official soda beverage distributor of Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Adwala brand. like back in July. There's no more Adwala anywhere.
Which
So
is
like,
the lemonade, right?
yes, like that lemonade, and now they use Minute Maid lemonade. Like nothing against anything, but like there's just something that doesn't seem like, I don't know. The Adwala felt more like fancier, elevated, night like
Well, it's more, it has actual lemon juice in
that.
it, where
Minute
I'm
Maid lemonade is just like,
syrup.
we sell that at the sub shop. Like we sell like a Minute
Right.
Maid bottle because they don't even make Minute Maid pink lemonade anymore. They told us they discontinued that,
What?
so we only make the yellow.
Blasphemy.
Like, oh, it was so terrible. People got so mad. I was like, I don't make this. I'm not
Right.
Coca-Cola.
I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules here, people. But like, I just think like, because they have some of these like, I forget what lounge I was looking at, but it was like some kind of like drink that was basically based off the lemonade, and now they use the Minute Maid, and I'm like, oh, don't just add the Minute Maid premium lemonade and think that it's good. It's not.
Right.
You got it from the fountain machine, and it's like,
Yeah. That'd be like saying, I don't know, like Kirkland premium water. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, it's good
you can
enough.
put
Like,
premium in anything
I'm not
and say
spending
that.
$15 on a drink for Minute Maid lemonade. It's like vodka. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
But that's what you'll find. So that's a good little side thing to bring up is that in all of the kiosk type of bars around the parks, well, except for Magic Kingdom, but that's what you're gonna find is
yeah.
that you're not gonna find. I can't think of any one off the top of my head that has a elevated type of cocktail. Even I got a margarita from the stand outside of Brown Derby Lounge. It's part of Brown Derby Lounge. It's their like margarita kiosk. And I got a margarita there and it was basically pre-mixed and they just poured it over
They
ice.
poured it out of a thing.
Yes. And it was $16.
Oh, girl.
And I was like, no way. Yeah.
That's a
And
lot.
it was a lot. I was very disappointed. And after I did that, I said, well, lesson learned. I'm never gonna do that again. It wasn't bad, but I'm never gonna spend $16 on pre-mixed margarita. That's just no, like that's not
No,
advised.
not at all.
Bill said, hey, Jeffrey Resendez, welcome in. Bill really hates gin. He said he's a happy guy until he drinks gin. So, Bill, when we hang out, no gin for Bill. We're gonna have to keep him with vodka. I think he's a happy guy on vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No gin for
There's
Bill.
your bill.
Well, I don't want to go way too far over, but if you guys in chat want to talk about any of your favorite lounges that maybe we didn't mention or you missed us mentioning, please let us know. The list goes on. I don't think I didn't even hit half of the ones that I wrote down on my list.
Oh, fire them off.
What's that?
You just rapid fire them off.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, gin is not for everyone. That's for sure. So Trader Sam's.
Oh, yeah.
That's. I feel like I honestly didn't. I kind of wanted to not mention it on purpose because everybody talks about it.
I agree. I kind of thought you were going there when you said about Uga's Cantina, and then you said something else. I was
Curveball.
Like, yeah, I was like, what is she going? That way.
But
Trader Sam's.
It's a place that's been on my list since we first started going to Disney since 2018, but it's just never worked out to go there. It wasn't open when I could go there. Or short on time and whatever else. But I feel like I want to go there once just to experience it and probably get a souvenir cup.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very overpriced and I think it's hyped up so much that you're in for a tiny bit of disappointment when you get there because everybody talks about how amazing it is. And I don't know. That's just my feelings on it. But how about you?
I also, like you, haven't been. It never worked out in our plans. Also,
Thank you,
this isn't
Sam.
me, so I can say it. My husband does not like the Polynesian resort, so he doesn't really find time that we're gonna go there. Like, we kind of work around it. So I'll
Right.
definitely go with you, Lynn, if you want to try it out and make time to go
Yeah,
hang out there.
definitely. We
I
need
would
to
love
get this trip together.
Yeah, I know. We have a lot planned.
We have
We
a
need
lot of planning to do.
a lot of trips so we can do everything. But
Yes.
I definitely want to go and see what it's about. But I agree, I like still a more, I guess from what we said, I like a more relaxed environment. I want to go and sit, and I don't know that Trader Sam's is exactly my cup of tea, but or like
Right.
my cup of whiskey. But it's
Right.
it's something.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
what else is on your list? Your rundown.
Um, let's see. You said Abracadabra. So Geyser Point and Territory Lounge, those are both at Wilderness Lodge,
Yes,
right?
they are. Geyser Point, very cool.
And I've never been to, I've never, I am so disappointed with myself for not making it to Wilderness Lodge yet. I feel like being a Michigander that I'm not doing myself a due service by not going there. But um yeah, hey Sandy, thanks for coming in. But I really, really want to go there. I think it's such an amazing concept, and it would like bring me back to those Michigan fields that we used to go to Great Wolf Lodge. I don't know if you're familiar
Oh
with that
yeah,
place. And that's the feels I get from all of the pictures and videos I've seen. And I love all of that. And I think I would really love how they have like the little campfire outside and just sitting out and chilling in that wilderness environment. So it's on the list. Oh, Yak and Yeti,
oh, your favorite.
my favorite. They have a little bar area. So it's not a lounge technically, but there is a bar area.
Hot tip, you can walk up from outside and you can say like, hi, can I just go get a drink from the bar? And if
Yes,
you walk in and get a drink from the bar and leave, because I've done that plenty of times at Animal Kingdom. Like, we haven't eaten there, I was just like, can I just go to the bar? Yeah, okay, great. And I get a drink, leave.
absolutely. Yeah, that's a great tip. I'm glad you said that because I mean, I go in there and I'll spend an hour and I eat all the food and drink all the drinks. But if you don't have time for that or you just want to try a drink there because their drink menu is awesome.
Yes, it is.
So
You
many good
feel like
drinks.
I felt like I like kind of worked. I was like, oh hey, can I just have it? Like, no one else is at the bar. It's kind of weird, but it's totally
Right.
loud, and they give you a little book. You pay, and you're done. Leave. Tip your
And
bartender. You need your
yeah,
drink.
tip your bartender,
Yes,
please.
tip your bartender.
um, but they do have bar seats there and you can eat at the bar as well.
Oh, cool.
So whether you want to get a drink to go or stop in and just have the bar experience, the lounge experience,
Yeah.
you can do that there. So that's another option if you're not part of Landry's Club, uh, or you're in a hurry or by yourself and you don't want to sit at a table by yourself.
Sit at
I Yeah, absolutely. Um, the Edison, I think Bill mentioned that.
the yes.
I haven't. I have walked through there twice and not stopped and had a drink or food because I felt very uncomfortable. There was like bachelorette parties going on and people were, I don't know, it was a weird
You're by
vibe.
yourself. It's like a weird thing by yourself, so you just kept going.
Yeah.
I mean, I never hung out in there yet either. So,
I'm really not that person either. Like when I'm by myself, like I don't care what else is going on. Like if that's what I want to do. But
yes.
I was more curious as to what it was like there. And I just remember walking through with like my vlogging camera and I was like, I can't really, I'm not picking up what vibe I'm supposed to be feeling here, but I'm uncomfortable, so I'm leaving. But maybe eventually I will get there. Let's see, we have a question. Yes, Tim. Landry's on property is Rainforest Cafe, T Rex Lounge, and Yak and Yeti. So two at Animal Kingdom Park and 2 at Disney Springs, because there's Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom and at Disney Springs, along with I've eaten at, that's another honorable mention too. I sat at the bar at the T-Rex Lounge, and I loved it. It glows like a glacier.
Oh,
And
really?
it's so cool, and it changes colors when there's the meteor storm and everything's crashing and burning around you, and it changes colors and glows from all different things. And the food was really good. The drinks, I just had mojito. It was fine. It was a good mojito, so hard to really mess up. I don't know. But there's a couple off property very close to the Disney Springs, where all the Disney Springs resorts are. If you just go down the road a little bit further from Disney Springs, there is the Landry Seafood Restaurant. I think that's the name of it. And that's right around the corner from Disney Springs as well, which I haven't had a chance to try it. Yes, Tim.
I haven't been to any. That's cool.
Yes, Tim. I think they did. There's some prehistoric spiders. Yeah, did you have any other honorable mentions? Or I know there's a lot of,
Not that I can think of. I think I went through most of my list.
there's a lot of resort lounges.
A lot of resort lounges
that we didn't really touch on too much.
No.
But if you're staying at any, so it's moderates and deluxe, because there's not any lounges other than pool bars at the value resorts.
Right.
But if you're staying at any of the moderates or deluxe, then they definitely have lounges. And if you are staying at those, I highly recommend seeking them out and trying to figure out what ones they have that are open at the time that you're staying, so that you can experience them, because those are real. Oh, I have another one. The boathouse at the very top.
Very nice. Yes.
Where it's open and it's overlooking Rainforest Cafe, where the fire comes out.
Yeah, the volcano.
Yeah. Whatever that thing is that fire comes out of.
Are you talking about the boathouse, or where you
paddlefish?
Paddlefish, that's it. Which is
That's the one. It's very confusing for this blonde. It's a boat, but it's called the paddlefish.
Paddlefish.
It does have a paddle on it.
There's a lot of, Disney Springs has so many just bars and stuff. You could just spend a whole night just doing a little bar crawl through.
Like a whole week.
Yeah, a whole week or a night.
Really good.
Oh.
Let's see. T-Rex is a great place. Yeah, it does have great food. I had a lot of fun there. Yes. So many new places. Tim, you're gonna have to do some serious planning when you do. Hey, Movie Media Nick, welcome in.
Hi, Nick. Also, there's a lot of cool places at Epcot. I know there's in Italy, there's the Tutto Gusto wine cellar. They have a nice food menu, and you can get different wines. I think that's open currently.
I believe so as well. Yeah, that's been on my list too. Hey, Tina, welcome in. Happy unbirthday to you. I'm just kidding. Sorry, it's a dumb joke. But yeah, there's a lot of, also in addition to the resorts, like you said, around Epcot and World Showcase, there's a lot of different, Tina, that was the first thing we talked about for 20 minutes. But yeah, all around, there's a lot of different lounge options in Epcot. I think that would be a good report to do, kind of, on just every lounge in Epcot, because I feel like there's a lot.
So many. Just to walk and try.
Yeah.
Especially when they have festivals and stuff too. There's little kiosks with drinks and food. It's always fun to see what there is.
Right. Well, I feel like that's how a lot of them get missed too, is because when there's always festivals going on. So it's hard to really balance between the two, between going to a lounge or trying the festival food and drinks, you know?
Yes, I mean that's kind of what we talked about with our last two. It's like good if that's your plan, like to go to Epcot,
Right.
to go to the festival, and you can try other things too.
Yeah,
The
for
snacks,
sure.
drinks. And you have to get all your snacks after you get all your drinks. That when you go back to your room, you have plenty to eat.
Exactly. I
Ah,
bring the Ziploc baggies and
ah, but
oh, so I think that pretty much wraps it up. I
yeah,
mean,
it was a while.
yeah, we've been on quite a while, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with us for so long. Kind of, yeah, we let it go a little bit later because we didn't really have an agenda. Nobody's really. I don't know what else is happening today. Really, I don't even know what's going on at all anymore. But I know that we made it.
So
We,
we're here.
we're here. We did it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I know we went a little bit later than usual. It'll normal time. We'll be back. We will be going in a month from now because 2 weeks from now I'll be in Disney with my mom. And I just decided when I talked with Noelle,
Yeah.
uh, I just want to concentrate that time with my mom, who I don't get to see very often. And we've
So,
had,
my sister's wedding weekend, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
a
like
lot.
there's a lot going on for both of
It,
us in 2 weeks.
it's yeah, it's a busy weekend. So instead of skipping up and doing different weeks, we're just gonna take that bye week off, and then so 4 weeks from today we will be going live again. And I'm not exactly sure what we'll be talking about, but in the next couple weeks we plan on getting in a better, more well thought out plan about the next couple weeks going forward and topics that we're going to have to discuss with you guys and have a roundtable discussion and also talk about our favorites and best tips and all of that stuff. So we'll get a better game plan going and give us a little bit of time to plan, regroup, and
So we have plenty of shows ahead.
yes, yeah, we
Yeah.
have at least 40 plus topics. So we just need to figure out which ones we're going to do in what order, really. But yeah, did you hear him?
I did.
Of course. It hasn't been requested yet, Sean,
I
so
know.
we didn't do it. It doesn't count. But yeah, I mean, I hope that you guys had fun talking about the lounges with us. We love talking about these things and hanging out with you guys. And
Oh, thank
hopefully,
you.
hey, Pete, welcome in.
Hi. Oh, Lynn went by. So here I am. Maybe she'll be back. But anyway, I guess that's it for Are You Back?
I'm back.
I was like, well, you went by.
Bye. This is how we're ending things now. Lynn just
I don't know
ghosts the
how to end it. If
stream.
we ended it. Like, am I just going to talk to you guys forever?
Gotcha. That's the second time ever I've done that. So sorry about that. Sorry to freak you out. There's this side button. There's like 3 side buttons on the mouse, and apparently that's what one of them does.
Well, there
It,
now we know. For the
now
future.
I have big thumbs. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
All of a sudden, my face was really big on my computer, and I was like, "Oh, she left me."
No, I was trying to highlight. I was trying to see what Pete was saying, and I don't know. Called me, said if she was not here, so I'm like, she's like, so here I am. Well, we appreciate you popping in to say hi.
Thanks.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with you guys. So yeah, 4 weeks from now is when we will be doing our next Disney for Adults 101, talking about our favorites, our top tips and tricks, or something that will be awesome and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yay.
Yeah. Do you have anything exciting coming up you want to talk about? And you're doing some house hunting and
Oh yes, we're still looking for houses.
yeah.
This crazy house market that there is. Everything we find we like, then before we get to the showing, it's already has offers in. So, eventually we'll see some more houses and maybe
Good.
something. I think we have hopefully 2 coming up this week. One of the ones that we like that we didn't get to see is back on the market. So
Oh, that's good.
be, but We'll find
Sometimes
something.
you got to get through the turds to realize which one's really the best one, you know? Like,
Yeah, we have till June, like the end of June, to figure it out. So
yeah.
hopefully we can figure it out by then. My builder,
That's
she's
good.
awesome and told me that not to worry, we'll find something. So
You will. Yeah, don't stress about it. You'll find
no,
something for sure.
we're trying to go plan a Disney trip. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So,
Yay. Good.
but
And we have like 2 Disney trips to plan and a vacation to Dollywood to plan.
yeah,
So we have a
Disneyland
lot of
trip. We
things.
have a lot to go.
Yeah, we're working on some things. We're trying to figure it out. Hey, Narrow Valley with Glenn, thank you for being here. We're just wrapping it up. Noelle to the hot seat with Pete.
Oh,
Maybe one day.
I could do that. I would not be the fifth Pete.
No pleading the fifth here.
I can get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how much you don't like the answer, it's
Oh no, yeah.
happening.
Oh god.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We had a lot of fun, and we will, Tim. It's in the works. It's a ways out, but
Yeah,
when the whole
it's gonna happen.
when the Tennessee thing happens, we're gonna be
Let everyone know.
yeah, we'll let everyone know so we can have like a Tennessee meetup because
Thanks, Pete. I will DM you. Don't worry.
oh yes, I can't wait. That's gonna be great. Pete,
Oh,
you got to schedule me in too. I'm ready to come back and wow you with my charisma and shocking answers. So,
I know. I can't wait.
oh, both of us at the same time. That would be
That's
scary.
exactly what I was thinking. I don't think you can handle us, Pete.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It might be too much for you two all at one time. But thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys had a great
Yeah.
weekend, and we appreciate you spending whether it was 1 minute, 10 minutes, or an hour and a half with us. We appreciate it, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. We have 4 weeks from now, like I said, and then this Thursday something will be different here. The reveal will be on my live stream at 10 p.m. and I'll be making a drink. And that's about all I know right now at this point in my life. And I'm working on editing and other things, but we have things coming up. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet to Noelle, the link to her channel is in the description down below. So you can click on that, subscribe to Noelle, and she's going to be doing awesome things and fun stuff. So make sure you're following along so that you are there for her first upload.
So our next
Yeah.
show is actually Mother's Day, which is I think May 9th. Jeffrey he asked.
When our next show is going to be?
Yeah, I think it's May 9th.
Okay. I mean, I'm your mother, and I'm good with that. I don't mind. I hope I don't have to work. I think it'll be good. We'll be fine.
If so,
yeah, it'll be all right. Just stay tuned. You know,
exactly.
Follow us on Instagram. That's where all the most up to date updates are. Do all the things, and we'll find each other again.
Yeah.
But you guys have
had so much fun, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you for hanging out with us and talking about alcohol in lounges. It's kind of our thing. But have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.